it's Ida here, Gourmet Next Door. It's Sunday and it's breakfast time, which is my favorite time of the day. So today I'm gonna be making you a mushroom toast. We had enough with avocado toast, right? So we're gonna be doing a nice banging mushroom toast. It's very simple, couple of ingredients. The first thing I'm gonna use is brown mushrooms. You can also use white mushrooms or portobello mushrooms, also fine. And then I'm gonna use some good old cream cheese. You can also use goat cheese, you can use ricotta, any kind of spreadable. Labneh would be also great. And then my flavoring agents are gonna be ready to go pesto and some harissa paste. And then of course for any good toast you need good bread. And this one I baked yesterday. This is my walnut loaf, my sourdough loaf. So I just want to show you. It's a beautiful piece of bread. So I'm just gonna be also enjoying my homemade bread with this toast. If you guys want to know how to make sourdough bread, let me know in the comments and then I'm gonna bake it for you. It's a bit of a complex process, but it's actually super easy once you get the hang of it. So without further ado, let's get cooking. So first we're gonna talk about mushroom murder. That's right, you heard me right. A lot of people mistreat mushrooms. I see a lot of people actually submerge the mushrooms in water, which is absolutely murder. Because what happens is mushrooms are already full of water, and if you soak them in water, they're gonna absorb more water and your dish is gonna be super soggy. So I understand the need to clean mushrooms, but it's very simple. You take a clean cloth, I'm using a paper towel here, and it's just moist. And then you just rub the little guy with a little love. You just go around and pick up any dirt, and that's it. So I'm just using the caps for this recipe. You can save the stalks and use it in some other dish. Don't waste food. Lots of people don't have food. You see how much dirt we picked up? That's right, without washing, you can still get the dirt out. So now my mushrooms are all nice and clean. I'm gonna go ahead and roughly chop them. I don't want too thick or too thin pieces. Now we're gonna cook the mushrooms down with some olive oil and some butter and some salt. And if you want, of course, you can also put some spices in there. I think it's tough to get creative with mushrooms. I know you can make some soups. You can stuff mushrooms. That's also really delicious. But I thought mushroom toast might be a really kind of a nice breakfast idea. Without meat also. So if you're a vegetarian, you can easily use this because mushrooms are super meaty. So as I continue to chop my mushrooms, I'm gonna show you my cooking equipment today. I'm super excited because I'm actually using my granite pan that I bought when I was in Turkey. So I'm gonna turn on my granite pan on medium-high heat, and then I'm gonna add a little bit olive oil. And my tactic, of course, to get a nice fry is to add some butter, because the combination is gonna give us the brown, nice texture on the outside of the mushrooms. So let's continue chopping up our mushrooms. Now the other mushroom murder is about salt. You don't wanna salt your mushrooms immediately. Let them render down in the fat, cook up, they're gonna release a lot of their moisture, and then we will salt them. I love brown mushrooms more because I find them more tasty. Now I'm gonna drop the entire batch into my pan. Trust me, they're gonna shrink down, so this is barely gonna be enough for 2 pieces of toast. Guys, now let's go ahead and talk about the sourdough bread. So sourdough bread, I'm just gonna cut 2 slices of this. Always use a serrated knife when you're cutting bread, because you don't want to squish the little guy, which you spent hours making. So be careful with your hands. I'm gonna cut not too thick and not too thin slices of bread. Oh, that butter smells so nice. I can almost see you. Guys, you can top this toast with anything, but I love pesto, so I think pesto and mushrooms go really well together. And I love harissa paste. Now harissa is something from Tunisia. It's a North African paste made from chili peppers and garlic. It's really tasty. It's spicy as well. Now if you don't have harissa, you can also use sun-dried tomatoes. You can use any kind of tapenade like olives. That would also be a nice combination with the mushroom. Now I'm gonna use the cream cheese as a glue, because if you put this on top of the bread, it's basically gonna have everything stick to it, so you're not gonna have like mushrooms dangling on from the toast. It's gonna be nice and cohesive dish. I'm getting a nice caramelization on the mushrooms, and they are definitely shrinking down. Guys, I made some Turkish tea, so I actually brewed the tea because it's weekend, people. Cheers. This brings me back home to my lovely parents. I miss you guys so much, and I hope to see you soon. I want to show you my mushrooms. Look at my mushrooms. They are very nice and caramelized. Oh, smells so nice. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the salt. I also reduced the temperature. Oh boy, that's gonna be so lovely. Guys, I always talk about this, but just because you're cooking for yourself, it doesn't mean you're gonna have a sad little toast. We're making mushroom toast, people. This is what it means to take care of yourself. Okay, my mushrooms are fully cooked. And they are really nice and crispy on the outside. So I'm gonna transfer it to a bowl here. I'm gonna put the pan back on medium heat. Now I'm gonna toast my bread, but of course I'm gonna put a little olive oil. Olive oil side down in the pan. I'm just gonna toast this bread a bit. Can you hear the sizzle? You don't want too much high heat, otherwise the bread will burn. Guys, I'm gonna toast the bread on one side only because I want the other side not oily, so I can hold it and just shove my face with it. Guys, I want to show you my toasty bread. Looks amazing. It's actually done. So I'm just gonna put my pieces of toast. Okay guys, let's get dressing up this toast. So, little cream cheese. Again, this is gonna be the glue. Now you can also use avocado. That would be also delicious. So I'm putting the cream cheese on the olive oil side. Now the next part is of course star of the show, which is mushrooms. So let's load it up. It's a great way to use mushrooms. And again, much more creative than anything else I've seen. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm gonna dab a little bit harissa. So I'm just gonna drop this in certain sections. Again, it's spicy, so I don't want too much of it. Now I'm gonna add some basil. It's gonna be like a flavor explosion. Guys, you can also top this with some eggs. Guys, now for the finishing touch, I'm gonna go ahead and add some fresh basil on top of my toast. It's absolutely gorgeous. So there you have it. This is my mushroom toast on sourdough. Bon appetit! I can't wait to give this a try. Let's go in. Guys, it's so delicious. It's so balanced. And it's a complete breakfast. So, give this recipe a try. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any yummy delicious, quick recipe. Cheers everyone, have a lovely day.